What's the difference between a fish and a piano? I know I said I wasn't going to record any more Ilysia until the Kickstarter, but the devs dropped a new build and I was curious to see what sort of changes they made. The first thing I noticed after arriving in game was the addition of Orespawns. I found a few scattered around the island, which leads me to believe there'll be a similar mining system to previous MMOs you might be familiar with. If you have mining, I can only imagine other material gathering is bound to follow, like skinning and fishing, which also leads me to assume they'll have some kind of player crafting economy. It's hard to say at this stage how much will be player craft driven versus world drops, but I hope to see a lively player-led market. Maybe some additional evidence that fishing might become part of the game. While exploring, I came across an NPC with a fishing rod in front of a cabin. If fishing in Ilysia is anything like real VR fishing on the Quest, then I could probably spend hours just fishing and catching elaborate fantasy fish. The game within the game might be really compelling. Next, I noticed now whenever a player kills a mob, the experience gained floats up into the air. Ilysia just recently implemented a crude leveling system allowing pre-alpha players to level up to 21. Personally, I'm a bit stuck at 18. Mobs appear to be limited to boars and spiders, but I may have missed something since there are still areas on the starting island I haven't explored. While leveling exists, there doesn't seem to be any advantage to leveling at this stage in the pre-alpha aside from a health increase. And at level 18 I have plenty of health to survive a few boars and spider encounters. I expect big changes to the leveling in the next few weeks as the Kickstarter approaches. Given that there weren't many people on the server this morning, I got a chance to take a look at a variety of weapon models. Usually by the time I get to the tables they've been picked over. It's hard to say if these are reflective of the starting weapons, but weapon scale is definitely going to be a consideration since the first person view could be occluded by larger than life weaponry. I'm also not sure if the team is creating these assets from scratch or if they are pre-made assets from the Unity store. At least this one looks like it's been customized a bit. The weapons don't feel like they have any weight to them, and I would love to see some kind of mechanic where your level reflects on how easy it is to wield a weapon. So you can imagine something along the lines of a level 1 character able to grab a weapon, but the weight effect makes it impossible to lift or use. Mechanics like this could really distinguish a VR MMO from their flat screen counterparts. I ended my visit with a fly over the town from the Zeppelin. The town is definitely the most developed area of the island, with the camp probably being the second most. There are a lot of houses down there, and I'm curious to see if players will be motivated to visit the different houses or if they'll remain mostly empty. What's really missing now from the world is a larger player base, and that's going to come when there's more things to do. With the Kickstarter around the corner, I hope to see an influx of players soon for the alpha and beta. Now, I would love to hear what sort of features you think a VR MMO could have that would really set it apart from its flat screen counterparts. I think there's more to do than just reproduce flat screen MMOs. There's a lot of potential here to really shift the genre into something new. Thank you for watching. I'll keep creating Ilysia videos as things progress. For the record, the difference between a fish and a piano is you can't tune a fish. I'll see you in VR.